Hello everyone and welcome to 2023. I'm Albert Berchtold, your USPA Executive Director, and this is your January update from USPA headquarters. First up, the Winter Board of Directors meeting is being held next month in conjunction with the PIA Symposium in Reno, Nevada. If you haven't booked your tickets already, now is the time to do so. The USPA meetings will run from Friday, February 23rd to Sunday, February 25th, followed by our DZO conference on that Monday, and then the symposium, which goes on all week long. PIA has made some tremendous efforts this year to make the symposium a spectacular event for the everyday fun jumper, so I'd recommend checking it out, especially if you've never been there before. Next up, Executive Committee has been busy this past month with a number of interim motions, including approving the ISC jury list, approving the interim budget for 2023, approving U.S. parachute team distributions for 2022, and utilizing our airport access defense funds to combat some proposed legislation, which would have been negative for the sport. Our international affiliate drop zones are in the process of renewing, and the majority of those have been completed. So if you're an international DZ who affiliates with USPA, now's the time to send that paperwork in. Do that online. And just before the holidays, we did launch a new and improved website store, which has some higher quality apparel, drinkware, and USPA branded items, much nicer than the old stuff. So swing by there and check it out. Accounting and human resources side of things. It's been busy as we turn into the new year, sorting through new accounting reports for our new database system, preparing our workers' compensation audit, new health insurance plans for 2023, 401k, census, filing 1099s for the USPA and parachute team, and working on year-end financials. So lots of stuff going on there. Last month, our Director of Government Relations, Michael Knight, attended the 2022 ICAS convention. That's the International Council of Airshows convention. He met with a number of FAA officials there, discussed topics that related to both offices. The FAA was pretty pleased with USPA's recent educational outreach to our members about filing 7711-2s for parachute jumping, and what information is required for approval. In the past, there has been stuff that's been missed in those, so they appreciated us bringing up the different things, making sure you have an emergency response plan, security plan, landowner permission, airport vicinity, timeline for approval, understanding that, and they encouraged USPA members to continue to file those 7711-2s further in advance to their scheduled jumpings, as many FSDOs do have staffing shortages. Let's see, as we bring 2022 to an end, there is some good news on the government relations side of things. As many of you know, we've been working to represent skydiving's interest related to a proposed Air Tour and Parachuting Safety Act. That verbiage was attempted to be put into the National Defense Authorization Act, which was thwarted. Last month, we did a USPA call to action to our group members to contact their local representatives. Resulted in a great response and ultimately led to skydiving verbiage being absent from the Omnibus Appropriations Bill. We were concerned that might happen. We'll continue to monitor for future legislation and ensure that skydiving's interests are always represented. That's what we do. So happy to see that going the right way. On the technology side of things, by now many of you may have noticed USPA launched a new website last month. That front-end transition is part of a much larger back-end database transition that also took place. So the new website and back office progress is running pretty smoothly, smoother than anticipated. Still ironing out some hiccups, so if you do happen to run into any issues as you're on the website or renewing, please give us a call and we'll help resolve those. Competition side of things, happy to announce that we have a new competition director of competition, so welcome me and welcoming Amanda Smalley to our team. She's got many years in the sport. She was the DZ manager down at Skydive Sebastian for a number of years. She's smart, she's got a really positive demeanor, extremely well organized, positive work ethic, and I think she'll fit in great with the team. She will be working remotely from Sebastian, Florida, and she started work on January 16th. So we'll get her up to speed as soon as possible. She'll be attending the International Skydiving Commission meeting later this month in January with myself and Jim Reese, our delegate. And then she'll be out at headquarters for a while for training, and then she'll be out at the board meeting in Reno. If you are going to be out there, stop by and say hello. Competition, we also had a wonderful collegiate national championships took place out at Skydive Arizona over the holiday break. Great turnout for the event. Weather, so-so, but the meet was great. Wonderful sportsmanship was shown by all, so happy about that. Safety and training side of things, finished up the 2022 year with 20 fatalities in the United States, barring any late submissions that we're not aware of. It is the highest fatality rate we've had in 5 years, so definitely a little bit higher, but on average, we're still doing quite well. If we look at it, if we go back 5 years when we reached 13, we thought that low number was quite an anomaly, but it looks like we managed to keep it up. This year did jump up a bit, but the 5-year average is still a pretty impressive 13.8. So we're gonna keep working hard. Very nice to see the last 3 months of the year there was not a single fatality, so it shows we can do it. Safety and Training Department is working on the winter agenda for the board meeting. Some items that we know are gonna come up are already on there. Improvements to the existing canopy training, considering a USPA canopy coach rating, possible options for the FAA medical for USPA members, addition to the sim covering speed skydiving, and potentially removing the currency requirement for tandem instructor ratings based on some formatting changes there. The SIM and IRM are available now online through Amazon, amazon.com. You can pick up the hard copy or the digital ebook format on there. The SIM content will still continue to remain available at USPA.org in a web-based form, a flipbook, or mobile app, which you can put on your Android or Apple device. February issue of Parachutist, communication side of things. February issue of Parachutist looks great. Should be on your doorsteps any day. It's got an article on how to assemble a DZ medical kit, the recent CF sequential world records that took place, skydiving while pregnant, part 2, part 2 of a USPA training program piece put together by Jim Crouch. Starter magazine, if you've heard about that, that is almost done. It's going to be ready for debut at the DZO conference, and we love it. I think it's come together great. It's a wonderful color magazine for distribution. Group member drop zones to aid in getting those folks to come back after their first jump and doing a tandem, and give them a glimpse into our wonderful sport and our community. So that's all I've got for now. So I hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to hopefully seeing you next month in Reno and blue skies.